Hopkinton legend, Fred Murphy. But before we do that, it's important to acknowledge that it would not be possible without the cooperation of Holliston High School. It's not a coincidence that we arranged this night in conjunction with them. Coach Joe Santos runs a program that we really admire. They do things the right way. They're building something special at Holliston. Hopefully they take a break from that tonight. So before we honor Mr. Murphy, I want to turn the mic over to Coach Santos for his own special acknowledgement.
Like Coach said, I want to thank everyone for coming tonight. We have members from Holliston Youth Baseball, I think some members from Hopkinton Youth Baseball here, just to make tonight a very special night. I'd like to also thank Coach Simos and the Hopkinton baseball program for allowing us to honor a former player in the Holliston program, class of 2009, Corey Ciercello. This past February, Corey passed away, and as a program, we chose to honor him by hanging his jersey in our dugout, as you can see, throughout the season. And we are also fortunate enough tonight to have his father, Tony, and his two brothers, Brody and Tucker, joining us. So at this time, I'd like to thank them for coming. I think Hopkinton, a couple Hopkinton players have some. Thank you.
Okay, so Joe and I believe that it's necessary for our players to recognize the role models and the people who came before them, the contributions that they made well beyond the wins and the losses. For the past 10 years, our baseball program has had a B positive symbol on our hat, and that was in honor of a former player of mine who passed away of cancer, Tom Weaver. It's a special symbol throughout our school. It always has been. He was a special young man and gave the entire community a great deal of perspective. The reason for the B positive is he wrote in his college application when he found out that he had a brain tumor. B positive. His first line was be positive, my blood type, and my outlook on life. And that has really resonated throughout the community. So this year, we added the initials FM in honor of Mr. Fred Murphy. And I don't like fully how it came out, but it's still on there. And Fred is a man, Mr. Murphy, I should say, I feel awkward calling him Fred, is someone that is a legend in Hopkinton, as I said, and well, we'll talk a little bit about him in a minute. Mr. Fred Murphy was a 1961 graduate of Hopkinton High School. While in high school, all he did was serve as student council and class president. He was a three-sport star in football, basketball, and baseball. Legend has it that he hit the farthest home run in Hopkinton High School history. I want the Murphys to know that his record is safe with these guys. For these accomplishments, he was inducted into the Hopkinton High School Hall of Fame in 1996. After earning his undergraduate degree from the University of Detroit and his master's from Northeastern University, Fred Murphy began a decade-long teaching career in the Natick schools. His time coaching football, track, and wrestling gave way to his true legacy, which is his family. He became a recognizable face in the crowd, supporting his 4 children. I believe I have 9 grandchildren. All right. As they made their mark in Hopkinton and beyond. Most significantly, he shared his joy with his wonderful wife of 56 years, Judy. Mrs. Murphy, thank you so much for being here. people can say that they've made a profound impact on a community. Fred Murphy has done that in 2 communities. From the hundreds of young people he served in Natick to the incredible legacy of the Murphy family in Hopkinton, it's our privilege to call this Fred Murphy Night at Hopkinton High School. I'd like to now call up our seniors to present some members of the Murphy family with small tokens of our appreciation.
Good luck, guys.
All right, take a hand. Strike. Next, we're very fortunate to have a high school, Hopkinton High School junior, Miss Anna Lindy. I don't have her in class yet, Anna Lindy, who has graciously agreed to sing our national anthem. So we'd like to have the kids line up on the respective lines. We grab the flag, Charlie. This is good, guys. Why don't you face them right now?
At home plate.
By the dawn's early light, what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleam, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight, o'er the ramparts we watched, were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Thank you, Anna. That was beautiful. So I had read in Mr. Murphy's obituary that he was the badminton champion undefeated. And I will say that after we posted on Twitter about the night being in honor of Mr. Murphy, I got a call from a friend in Natick, who grew up in Natick, saying that that was absolute non-hyperbole. He never lost a game. I'm glad I never challenged. So, again, I want to thank everybody for coming. I want the family to know that again, initials on our hat mean something to them. perspective. I hope we honor him the way we play, and I hope you have many joyous memories of your dad and all he's done for this town. Thank you for being here.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome into Hopkinton High School for Hopkinton Hillers Varsity Baseball on HCAM. Tom Nappy alongside Larry Sacklat, Denise Santaki on camera. And today it is a big TVL large matchup between the 3-1 Hillers and 4-2 Holliston. Your pitching matchup this evening will be John Waters for the Hillers up against Teddy Peters here on this 52-degree night. Let's take a look at the Holliston lineup. Leading things off is going to be the center fielder, Brad Andriola. Batting second, the second baseman, Nick Larsch. Hitting third, the catcher, Joey Gentile. Hitting cleanup, the right fielder, Owen McCarron. Batting fifth, the first baseman, Ethan Berwick. Batting sixth, the third baseman, Jake Schoenberg. Hitting seventh, left fielder, Max Israel. Batting eighth, the DH, Chris Cordani. The shortstop, TJ Kiley, is batting ninth, and Teddy Peters is the pitcher. With the Hillers defense, here is my broadcast partner, Larry Sacklat.
All right, let's get going. At third base, Joey Carazza. Nick Paharik at shortstop, Scotty Pagliuca. At second base, Andrew Gahn. At first base, Andriola steps in the batter's box, waiting on a pitch from Waters. A pie. Jack Interrante in left, Charlie Petruni in center, Connor Hallenbeck in right, Dylan Locke behind the plate, catching John Waters.
Ooh, right to the Holliston dugout.
That was a knuckles shot.
Brad Andriola at the plate right now. Wind up and the pitch from Waters. Little high.
Waters throws in the mid-80s, got a fastball slider.
Yeah, he certainly has some good zip. There's a strike. He winds and deals, and this is chipped foul. Count remains 1-2.
Andriola seems to be a little late.
There's strike three, one away.
Take a seat. Empty seat available for you on that bench.
That'll bring up Nick Larsch, the second baseman. A familiar name to us covering Ashland
Tis.
Legion baseball.
Tis very familiar. Good little player.
Certainly is. There's a strike.
We've been blessed with 3 really good home plate umpires so far. The last 3.
And that's foul.
Right off the cage of Dylan Locke. No worse for wear. He's a tough kid.
Holliston lost their last game in Natick 8-2. Hoping to rebound here today. The Hillers got a nice mercy win against Ashland this past Thursday.
Oh, that was a horrible game.
It was a long
Apologize to
game.
the fans out there. Oh,
Little outside.
13 hit batsmen. Oh,
Set to deal. And this is up the middle, slow roller. Picked up by the shortstop, throw to first. In time, 2 away.
Nice play by
job by
Paharic. Had to
Paharic.
charge it.
Yeah, you really had to charge at that one. I'll bring up Joey Gentile, the catcher. And this is hit high in the air, right side, and it is caught for the third out. To the bottom of the first we go. You are tuned in to Hopkinton Hillers Varsity Baseball on HCAM. Bottom of the first inning. Let's take a look at the Hopkinton Hillers lineup. Starting things off, the third baseman, Joe Carazza, hitting second, the shortstop, Nick Paharic. Dylan Locke, the catcher, hitting third. Charlie Petruni, the center fielder, hitting cleanup. Connor Hallenbeck, the right fielder, hitting fifth. Scott Pagliuca, the second baseman, hitting sixth. Andrew Gahn, the first baseman, hitting seventh. Charlie Simulus, the DH, hitting eighth. Jack Interante, the left fielder, hitting ninth. And John Waters is your pitcher. And we'll get you the Holliston defense in just a moment as Teddy Peters set to deliver the first pitch. He winds and deals a swing and a miss.
To the speedy Joey Carazza.
With the Holliston defense, here is Larry Sacklad.
Jake Schoenberg at third base this evening. TJ Kiley, the shortstop, ball low. Nick Larch at second base. Ethan Berwick at first base. Max Israel at left. Brad Andriola in center. Owen McCarron out in right field. Joey Gentile behind the plate this evening, catching Teddy Peters.
And there you have it. And if you tuned in a little early, you saw the ceremony honoring 1961 Hopkinton graduate Fred Murphy, who recently passed away. He was a tremendous athlete for Hopkinton and also in the Holliston area as well.
Carazza's been nothing but trouble for the opponent so far this year.
And
he's got a set of wheels.
Certainly does, and he gets on base quite a bit.
He got hit 2 or 3 times the other day against Ashland.
I think it was 3 times he got hit as he fouls that one away.
Who didn't get hit that game?
No, we didn't.
No, that's true.
Fred Murphy was honored tonight, was also a member of the Milford Legion baseball team, as that pitch sails high.
Just a little bit. Watching Gentile behind the plate during infield, outfield, didn't look like he had a particularly strong arm. So I'm sure Coach Stymos took note of that.
Lineup and the pitch. And this is hit in the air to left field. That'll get down. A rope by Carazza. He's aboard with a leadoff single. That'll bring up Nick Paharic. Nick Paharic came into the Ashland game and was able to close it out on the mound. Pitched a nice couple innings or so.
Oh, another beanball.
There you go, 2 on.
Thanks.
I got that because I was on the picture. That's good.
Now Dylan Locke's going to come up. And he has a nice shiner, Larry.
Yeah. He took a thundering shot from the pitcher from Ashland, talking to the home plate umpire, Mike Whalen. I said, where did he get hit? On the dome? He goes, no. That got all bone.
Up high. But he still stayed in the game, so you got to give him credit.
Yeah, he did. I talked to him before the game. I said, what happened? Were you going to go down? He goes, I saw stars. I took the standing 8 count. I was not going down. Pop fly in the infield. Second baseman coming in, Larch. Squeezes it. First out of the inning.
Charlie Petruni will step in, the center fielder. Two on, one out. The lights are on here at the turf fields.
Look for Carrazza to take off during this at-bat.
That's fouled off. Good turnout for tonight's game.
You think?
I'd say so.
Little crowd in the bleachers in right field. That's filling up.
I think more fans are going to come as the game proceeds.
That's interesting. They're not holding Carrazza on at first base.
Wind up behind the pitch by Peters. There's a bunt. That's foul.
Well, the reason they're not holding Carrazza on at first base, he's not on first base. He's on second base.
It's Baharik over at first. Carrazza on second.
Yeah, hit me on the head, will you?
Wind up behind the pitch. And he gets a piece of this one right to the shortstop, and they double him up. A 6-4 double play to wrap up the inning. To the top of the second we go. We are scoreless in this TVL large matchup on HCAM. The second inning, 4, 5, and 6 due up for Holliston. Owen McCarron, Ethan Berwick, and Jake Schoenberg.
I'm sure Coach Simos had a little conversation with Joey Carrazza regarding getting doubled off in last inning. The ball was hanging up in the air long enough for him to get back, but my sense is he forgot how many outs there were. Ball outside. What do you think? Think that went down in the dugout there?
Yeah, I'm sure he got a little talking to. That was just one of those unfortunate liners. As this is hit in the air, that'll drop into left field. McCarron is going to stay put at first. He's aboard with a leadoff single. Ethan Berwick to the plate.
Well, that breaks up the no-hitter for Waters.
Karen taking a slight lead. And this is up the left side. Glove by Carrazza. Throw to second. They get one. And that is all they'll get. No throw from Pagliuca. So Berwick reaches via the 5 unassisted force out. That'll bring up Jake Schoenberg. Excuse me, the 5-4 force out. Slight lead by Berwick at first base. That's fouled away.
Hopkinton outfield playing very deep.
Nice pitch for a strike.
Waters coming right over the top.
Had a good drop on that one. Takes a look at first and deals. Swing and a miss. And there is out number 2. Second strikeout of the game for Waters. That'll bring up Max Israel.
Happy Greek Easter to all our viewers.
That was ball 1, 1-0.
Chris Cordani waiting on deck.
A little outside there. The 2-0. There's a strike. And this is hit in the air, left side, and that is foul. Two and two now, the count.
Runner's going to take off.
Up high. That'll fill up the count.
Now the runner will take off. Who's working that scoreboard over there?
I'm not sure. Runner's taking off up the left side. That will trickle into left field. It'll be two aboard with two outs. Berwick at second, Israel at first, Chris Cordani to the plate.
That's the second time Interante has missed his cutoff man. I'm sure Coach Simos, being a fundamentals guy, taking note. Oh, there's Caitlin gone. Nice to see her show up for her brother's game.
Upstairs, 1-0.
Don't you think?
Absolutely.
I knew her when she was at diapers. I never thought I'd say something so grandfatherly.
He winds and deals inside. 2-0.
No intent with that pitch. It's a little tight.
There's a strike.
Looked like the ump hesitated a little bit there.
Well, you got the call right. That's all that matters.
A little strike zone to work with here with Cordani.
Down low. 3-1. And this is up the right side, glove by the first baseman. Race to the bag, and the first baseman, Andrew Gunn, will win the race. For the third out, we will head to the bottom of the second. We are scoreless on HCAM. Bottom of the second, 5, 6, and 7 due up. Connor Hallenbeck, Scott Pagliuca, and Andrew Gunn face Teddy Peters. Wind up and the pitch. And this is a fair ball up the middle. Slow roller, glove by Peters. Throw to first. Not in time. Hallenbeck beats it out, an infield single.
Good hustle by Hallenbeck.
Certainly was.
I don't know whether the third baseman had to throw off one leg or not. If he'd set his feet, he might have got more on that ball.
That was the pitcher. I think
the
he had a
pitcher.
little backwards momentum there. Slight lead by Hallenbeck. He's taking off as that's fouled away. He'll retreat. Working from the stretch is Peters as he glares over at first. Set to deal. Down low. 1-1.
I think they could take advantage of Gentile. Looks like Holliston has moved their outfield back. They were shallower.
And this is ripped into right field. That'll get down. Hallenbeck will stay put at second. 2 on, no outs. Now bring up Andrew Gahn, the first baseman. Gahn pitched well in his start against Ashland.
Andrew Gahn of walk-off fame the other night. Split the gap between left and center in that 1-0 game against the Norwood Mustangs.
And he's going to bunt here. That is a fair ball. And the throw to third is going to be in time.
Oh, I thought he yanked his foot off the bag.
Well, you got the tag in. That was pretty clear. So Gahn reaches on the 1-5 force out. 2 on, 1 out. Charlie Simulus to the plate. Peters looks at second and is set to deal. And this is hit high in the air, right side, and is caught. Ladies and gentlemen, I've just been informed we got to restart the stream. So you can head over to youtube.com/HCamTV and catch the rest of the game. It should be on momentarily, but head over to youtube.com/HCamTV. And we'll be back with the broadcast in moments.
Pagliuca's given Peters a little bit of a mind game over there. It's his third look back. Interante calls time. Not going to stand at the plate all afternoon waiting for a pitch. A little off-speed stuff from Peters. One look. There's a fly ball in the center field. That's going to get down. Nope, that's caught for the third out. The end of 2, the score is 0-0. You're watching a Hopkinton Varsity baseball on HCAM.
Top of the third inning, 9-1 and 2 due up for Holliston. TJ Kiley, Brad Andriola, and Nick Larsh to face John Waters. We remain scoreless here in the third.
Waters got out of a little bit of trouble last inning. Pitches in just a little bit low. Ground ball back to Waters. Easy play over to Andrew Gahn. One down. Top of the third. Crosstown rivals, Holliston and Hopkinton. They merge in the summer and play Legion baseball, but no more. Post 77 has closed the door. Call strike. Center fielder Andrioli made a nice play to end the inning. There's a line drive, and that is foul. Looked closer than it was. Ball inside. Oh, that looked good. 2-2. Ground ball beaten to third base. Carazza off 1 foot over the gun. He gets him by a step. 2 down. Nice play all the way around. Number 2 hitter, Nick Larch.
Concerts on the patio, Conservation Commission.
Dylan Locke behind the plate trying to be a little sly with the home plate umpire, trying to pull that pitch in. Umpire wasn't buying. Swing and a miss. Ball low. Umpire didn't like that pitch either. Dylan Locke heading to Bowdoin next year. Way up in the boonies. A couple of other Hillers playing there. Nice pitch. Counts full. Sit down, take a seat, have a nice afternoon. Caught Lodge looking.
We'll head to the bottom of the third on HCAM.
Top of the order. Carazza, Paharic, and Locke.
Apologies, folks. We have all the technical difficulties worked out. We should be good to go as Carazza steps in. Wind up and the pitch. A little high there, 1-0. The game remains scoreless. You haven't missed anything.
Oh, we got some trouble brewing. Look who walked in. Two balls. Lots of media tonight, Tom.
Set to deliver. And there's a swing and a miss.
He was chopping wood on that pitch. Up and out of the strike zone.
Wind up and the pitch. Up high. Peters set to deliver. And he hit him.
Once again, he's becoming the 2022 version of Steven Simos. He's a ball magnet.
Certainly is. Second time reaching base tonight. He singled back in the first. That'll bring up Nick Paharic.
Well, Coach Simos bunted with Andrew gone. Let's see what he does with Paharic here.
And this is fouled away.
Peters is hit to check in on a runner, so we don't know what his move is.
Yeah, that
Another
hit him.
one.
So it'll be 2 on with no outs. Still a lock to the plate.
No wall here down in the turf field, so anything in a gap, the hitter can run all afternoon, or in this case, evening.
Peters looks at second and deals. Hit high in the air over to left center, and that is going to be dropped. No one's going to make the catch. And the bases are going to be loaded for the Hillers. It looks like a bit of a miscommunication out there between Brad Andriola and Max Israel.
Perhaps it was the lights. It is close to twilight.
It could have been. You giving that a hit or an error, Larry?
Nah, they didn't touch it. I got to give them a hit.
I agree. Charlie Petruni steps in with the bases loaded and no outs down low.
Good block by Gentile. Karatza played that right. He had to hang around second base for a while to make sure the ball was not caught. He was doubled up before earlier in the game.
Wind up and the pitch. And this is hit in the air to shallow center, and it is caught. Runners stay put.
On the infield fly, he was automatically out.
That'll bring up Connor Hallenbeck, who had a single in the second inning. Down low, good block by the catcher. Gentile.
Karatza's got a big lead over at third base.
Wind up in the pitch. Hit in the air over to center field. Could be trouble. And a collision between the shortstop and center fielder. And Karatza's going to come around to score. Well, I think you got to give that one an error. And that was just a lack of communication out there.
It was the center fielder's ball. Got to appreciate the aggressiveness of the shortstop, but the center fielder was coming in on that. Only 1 run scored.
Scott Pagliuca steps in. Bases are loaded, 1 out. Down low. Hillers with the 1-0 lead, courtesy of the error. Up high. Set the deal. Down low.
Pagliuca, known for his clutch hitting.
Time called. Wind up in the pitch. There's a strike.
What do you think? He was taken all the way on that pitch, Tom?
I think so. Peters winds and deals, and that is going to drive in a run. A little chin music for the walk, and Nick Paharic comes around to score. That'll bring up Andrew Gahn. It's now a 2-0 lead for the Hillers. Down low.
Perhaps the Hopkinton Hillers will take a different approach. They've been swinging earlier in the counts.
Wind up and the pitch. And this is hit in the air over to left field. Could be trouble. It is caught. Runner from third is going to tag. Here comes Dylan Locke around to make it a 3-0 game. A sacrifice RBI flyout by Gahn.
Nice play by Israel out there. Got to give him some credit. It could have easily sailed over his head.
Charlie Simulus steps in. Time called.
Warm-up activity in the Holliston bullpen. Don't have a number, but it's a left-hander.
Line up and the pitch. Down low. And Hallenbeck thought about taking off, but slides back into second. He was figuring that ball was going to get by Gentile. And this is up the middle and takes a couple of hops, picked up by the second baseman, throw to first, they get the out. But the Hillers plate 3 runs, and they lead it 3-0 as we head to the top of the 4th on HCAM. Top of the 4th inning, 3, 4, and 5 due up. Joey Gentile, the catcher, stepping in, followed up by Owen McCarron and Ethan Berwick. Wind up and the pitch. And this is up the left side, takes a couple hops. Glove by Paharic, throw to first, no problem. 6-3 for out number 1. That'll bring up Owen McCarron.
Nice on the money throw by Paharic. No need for any college scouts to be looking at him. He's heading off to Assumption.
The pitch is ball one. Karen singled back in the second inning. And the umpire says it's outside, 2-0. Fouled off.
A lot of lefties in this Holliston lineup.
There's a strike.
Infielders playing on the cut of the turf.
Fouled away.
Red Sox lost another one today down at Tampa.
Yeah, they've run into some struggles.
No meal service for them on the way back, just peanuts.
Wind up and the pitch. Swing and a miss. And there is out number 2. That is the 4th strikeout of the game by John Waters. That'll bring up Ethan Berwick.
Yeah, at least he went down hacking. Wasn't admiring.
There's a strike. Wind up and the pitch. That hit him.
It's a little payback.
It's the first hit Holliston batter. That'll bring up Jake Schoenberg. Down low, runner taking off from first, and it's going to be a stolen base for Berwick. Gets the Holliston bench going. Leg lift and the pitch. There's a strike.
Waters got a pretty good strike to ball ratio so far tonight.
He winds and deals, swing and a miss. 0-2.
I think Waters is a little ticked off. He hit that batter.
Time called by the hitter.
Runner going. Not going to
Looking
get him.
off, and another stolen base on that low pitch. Expect Holliston to be aggressive on the base paths, trailing 3-0. There's strike 3, and that will wrap up the inning. We will head to the bottom of the 4th. Hillers leading 3-0 on HCAM. Bottom of the 4th inning, Jack and Tarrante coming to the plate. The left fielder. Peters delivers, and this is hit high in the air, right side towards the fence. It's caught. One away. And that'll bring up Joe Carazza. Mike Burney getting loose for the Hillers.
Durante got a pretty good piece.
That's fouled off. Looks like he got a piece of himself there. Carazza has singled and been hit by a pitch so far, also has scored a run. That's down low.
Hillers will be playing a game against Medfield this Friday night at Fenway Park. Not sure what game time is, but
Yeah.
it's got to be exciting for the kids.
4 o'clock game Friday.
4 o'clock. Ticket prices?
Not sure. Down low. And Fenway Park hosts a few games every high school season. Give some of the kids a great experience of playing at Fenway Park.
Yep.
Wind up and the pitch. And there's a walk. A 1-out walk, and that'll bring up Nick Paharic.
The third time Carazza's been aboard, yes?
Correct. Paharic has been hit by 2 pitches today, and his 2 plate appearances.
We'll look for Carazza to take off. Ball getting away from the bullpen.
Hit in the air, left side, and it is caught by the shortstop. 2 away, that'll bring up Dylan Locke, the catcher. And this is hit high in the air towards center field. Stays in on the infield and is caught by the second baseman for the 3rd out. And we will head to the top of the 5th with the Hillers leading 3-0 on HCAM. Top of the 5th inning, 7, 8, and 9 due up for Holliston. Max Israel, Chris Cordani, and TJ Kiley face John Waters, who has pitched a good game so far.
Yeah, Mike Burney warming up in between innings. That's way upstairs. Gave Coach Simos the thumbs up. He's ready in case he's called upon to relieve Johnny Waters.
1-0, down low.
Mike Burney more than serviceable out of the bullpen.
Leg lift and the pitch, and this is up the middle, takes a couple hops, picked up by the second baseman, throw over by Pagliuca, and he got him. 4-3 for out number 1. Chris Cordani will step in.
Remember, get the play.
And he rips this one into right field. That'll get down for a hit. One on with one out.
That's what DHs do. They hit.
TJ Kiley going to step in. And there's a strike. The 0-1. Little high there. Slight lead by Cordani at first base. And this is up the middle. Glove by the shortstop. He'll step on second for one to throw over. Got him. A 6-3 double play to wrap up the inning. And we will move along to the bottom of the fifth. Hillers leading 3-0 on HCAM. Bottom of the fifth inning, 4-5 and 6-2 up. Charlie Petruni to start things off, followed up by Connor Hallenbeck and Scott Pagliuca. And he gets a piece of this one up the left side. Glove by the shortstop, throw to first. And it's going to get away. And he's going to keep on going. Petruni heading to second, and he's in. So Petruni reaches on the error and advances to second. That'll bring up Connor Hallenbeck. Second error of the game for Holliston. Hallenbeck has singled and reached on an error, time called. Late time call there. There's warm-up action for Holliston and Hopkinton. You got Nick Paharic getting loose for the Hillers. That pitch down low, and Trudy stays put at second as the bunt pulled back.
First baseman and third baseman for Holliston on the corners, playing in the guard against that bunt.
There's a bunt, fouled away. Set to deliver. And foul. Oh no, they're going to call him out because it went off of him. So that'll be the first out of the inning for the Hillers. Scott Pagliuca to the plate. Trudy taking a little bit of a lead off of second base. And we get time called as Peters was taking a while to stare down Petruni.
Baggs likes to do that. He's got a clock in his head. If he takes too long to come to the plate, he's not afraid to call time.
Wind up and the pitch to the lefty. Little high there.
Baggs has a chance for an RBI here. Be nice to add one.
Ooh, and he fouled that one off, looks like off his ankle. And
He'll
he's
take
gonna
a
try
walk
to walk
around
that
home
one
plate,
off.
yeah.
Pagliuca having a good day at the plate. Singled and walked so far. And he's ready to continue on.
Coach Simos likes to put him up and down the lineup, bottom, top. Even hit third once this year. Foul out of play. Get a nice lead over there at second.
Down low, and that got by the catcher as Petruni will slide into third. Petruni advancing on the wild pitch.
Petruni read that pitch beautifully. He saw that the angle of that pitch was going to be low, and he took off.
There's strike three, 2 away.
Oh.
That was the second strikeout of the game by Teddy Peters. Andrew Gunn will step in. Whoa, rocket.
Wow.
Just in front of us.
Whatever was living in that turf isn't living anymore. That thing was smoked.
Oh, and 1 the count. And there's a strike.
Tried to check it.
Yeah, it looks like he tried to hold up but couldn't quite do so.
Peters had him out in his front foot.
And there's strike 3. Teddy Peters striking out 3 straight Hillers to end the bottom of the 5th. We'll head to the top of the 6th with the Hillers leading 3-0 on HCAM. Top of the 6th inning. Top of the order for Holliston. Brad Andriola to start things off, followed up by Nick Larsch and Joey Gentile.
Mike Burney relieving Johnny Waters. There's a line drive just over there to Scott Pagliuca in the right field.
That was a well-hit ball by the leadoff man. Is Holliston trying to get something going?
Nothing cheap about that hit. That was a line drive.
So Mike Burney comes into the game and starts off with a Holliston hit as Nick Larsch will come up. John Waters pitched 4 solid innings for the Hillers. That pitch down low. Pitched 4 innings, gave up no runs, 3 hits. Swing and a miss.
Burney more than serviceable. Throws strikes. A little wrinkle, changes speeds.
And that's down low.
Dylan Locke has got his antenna up. Keeping an eye on that base runner.
Set to deliver. Yeah, a little low there. That's going to make it a 3-1 count.
Should Burney get in trouble? Nick Baharik was warming up in between innings.
Bernie winds and deals, and this is up the middle, takes a hop off the mound, and the tag at second for one, the throw at first, and they double him up. Nice job by Nick Paharik.
It's the second time tonight he's turned a double play.
A 6-3 double play, and that'll bring up Joey Gentile. Breaking pitch, a little high, 1-0.
Like to say hello to Miss Fagan in Hudson, Massachusetts. Mike Bernie's grandmother. I'm sure she's tuning in. Swinging a miss.
I'll make it a 1-1 count.
We got viewers all over the place. I think we may have a viewer in Connecticut tonight, Tom.
Leg lift and the pitch. Down low. A 2-1 pitch. And this is hit high in the air. And it is going to be caught by Joe Carazza. For the third out of the inning, we will head to the bottom of the sixth with the Hillers leading 3-0 on HCAM. Bottom of the sixth inning, 8-9-1 due up for the Hillers. Stepping in is going to be a pinch hitter. Stepping in for the Hillers, that is Joe Scardino. He steps in for Charlie Simulus in the DH spot. Line up in the pitch, down low.
Scardino's got a little bit of deception in his delivery. He'll go behind his back and then show the hitter the ball. Yeah,
Albert Savino, the new pitcher for Holliston, facing Joe Scardino. Down low. There's a strike. And he'll draw the walk. Lead hitter on for the Hillers. As Scardino will head to first base. And now Jack Interante will come up to the plate. And there's a bunt, slow roller, picked up by the catcher, throw to first in time. But Scardino does advance to second.
Perfectly executed bunt.
I'll bring up Joe Carazza.
Think he'll get hit by a pitch?
It's very possible. He has singled, been hit by a pitch, and walked so far today. The lefty deals, and this is going to take a couple hops up the left side. Picked up by the shortstop. Throw is not in time, and everybody's safe. Scardino advancing to third. Carazza on board with the infield single. That'll bring up Nick Paharik.
He's a burner.
Hillers trying to add a little insurance to their 3-0 lead.
Yeah, he'll take off. First and third.
Well, Savino stepped off the mound. Runners retreat. There's a ball.
Peters didn't throw over to first once this whole game. Now he doesn't have a chance. He's in the dugout.
And this is hit in the air over to left center. Could be trouble. It's caught by the center fielder. Scardino is going to tag from third and score. It's a 4-0 Hillers lead A sacrifice RBI flyout for Nick Paharic. That'll bring up Dylan Locke. Locke 1 for 3 today. Runner from first taking off. Throw up. Not in time. Correct.
Larch tried to deke the umpire on that.
So Carazzo with the stolen base. That one is outside. How about Joe Carazzo reaching base in 8 of his last 9 plate appearances?
Hey, Tom, pay attention.
And that ball had quite a deflection.
That had your name on it.
Rolled up the fence, and yeah, it was about 3 or 4 feet from me. And this popped up right side, foul territory, and it'll land in the roadway.
Outfield, left and center, very, very deep for Locke.
Wind up in the pitch. And that's chipped foul.
Be ready, Larry. You're in the line.
There's a huge gap in left center field.
In case he comes this way again.
And a check swing there. I don't think he held. Let's see.
They asked for help from the base umpire. Didn't really have a great view, but
All right, he's going to say he held.
he did. I agree.
We'll take it. Line up and the pitch. Swing and a miss, and that'll wrap up the inning. But the Hillers do add another run, and it's 4-0 as we head to the top of the 7th. Holliston down to their final 3 outs next on HCAM. Top of the 7th inning, 4, 5, and 6 due up for Holliston. To face Mike Burney, came in last inning. Owen McCarron, Ethan Berwick, and Jake Schoenberg due up. Swing and a miss. The 0-1. And he gets a piece of this one. That'll drop into right field. McCarron is going to stay put at first base. Leadoff single. And bring up Ethan Berwick, who has reached on an error and been hit by a pitch. We'll have a very busy week of Hiller Sports coming at you on HCAM all next week. Head over to hcam.tv for our upcoming broadcast schedule, which should be posted sometime tonight. Bernie set to deal. Down low.
Good dig by Locke.
Bernie looks at first and deals. And this is up the right side. Great play by God, who steps on the first base bag for one and nearly was able to get the out at second. That was a rocket, and Gunn able to knock it down, corral it in, and get the out.
When they work on that and practice, hot smash down the first, they tag. The first baseman yells tag, swing and a miss. So the shortstop knows he's got to tag the runner at second.
Bernie set to deal the 0-1. Down low.
Bernie's got 4 runs to play with, so he's got to throw strikes.
Another pitch down low. He winds and deals, and this is going to be foul. And this is up the middle. Bernie gloves it, throw to first, and they get the second out. McCarron advancing to third. 1-3, 4 out, number 2. Holliston down to their final out. As Max Israel set to step to the plate. And
A little gusto on that pitch.
that'll make it a 1-0 count.
Wrinkle.
There's a strike. Wind up and the pitch. Down low. Runner stays put at third. Nice job by Locke keeping that one in front of him. And that's going to get by Locke. Runner trying to come home. And he's out, and that's going to be the ball game. Dylan Locke gets the tag in, and the Hillers are going to take the 4-0 win over the Holliston Panthers. A nice shutout win by the Hillers, and some great pitching by John Waters as well as Mike Burney. And the Hillers improved to 4-1 on the season. Holliston falls to 4-3, and that is going to do it for us. For Denise Santakia on camera, my broadcast partner Larry Sacklat, I'm Tom Nappy. Final score for the final time: Hopkinton defeats Holliston 4-0 in a big TVL large matchup. We thank you for tuning in. Enjoy the rest of your evening, and we'll talk to you again soon. Goodbye, everybody.